Present the views or opinions of the staff, management, or ownership of this station.
It's time to get on the right path with Right Path Real Estate Radio with Jason Bible. Get the answer to your question that's keeping you from taking action and succeeding today. Get ready. The guy that will put your fears behind you is on the air now. Taking calls at 713-785-1817.
All right, Jay. Hot mics in 3, 2,
Now here's
1.
your host, Jason Bible.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. Weekend retreat started today. Actually, same time the show goes live on Friday, weekend retreat starts. So Tom is over there holding court at the front of the room. A little hotel across the street from IKEA there. We've got 100 and, I'm looking at the pictures. 100 plus folks there. More than 100, less than 200. A whole bunch. A lot. And today I want to talk about a little event we put on last Wednesday. By the way, if you want to call in, 713-785-1817. You can also go to our Facebook page, make a comment there. I will get to it during the show. So we had a little event Wednesday night, and it was originally slated for the Wednesday after Harvey. Harvey blows in and screws everybody's schedule up. So we rescheduled it and hosted that event last Wednesday. And the event, the idea behind the event was to give back to people who've bought real estate education that never really panned out. If you guys remember, about 3 months ago, we put out a call and said, hey, if you've spent more than 20 grand in real estate education and it hasn't produced the results that you wanted it to produce, send an email to support at Right Path Real Estate. We're going to have a special event just for you. We're going to take just a handful of people, and over the span of an hour or two, we're going to fix your business. And we did that. It was a great event. We had about 8 people there, and we spent 3 hours with 8 people. 3 hours. And went around the hot seat like we do on our Thursday night Pathfinder groups and base camp groups. We sat around in a table for 3 hours. Each person had however much time they needed to get those 1 or 2 things fixed, and then we moved on to the next person. 3 hours of doing that. I will tell you what the comments were after the event. The vast majority of the comments, I think just about everyone said this. I learned more in 3 hours than I did in a year working with other real estate coaches and seminar companies. I learned more in 3 hours than I did in an entire 12 months working with somebody else. 3 hours was revolutionary for these folks. And I'd love to say that it's because we're spectacular educators. However, this is what I'll tell you what it is. It has to do with our experience. When you buy the number of houses that we buy, and when you work with the number of investors that we work with, we can identify problems like that. We can identify problems so quickly. Oh, this is your problem. Start telling me, what are you trying to do? What are your goals? Are you even sure you want to do that? Why are you making those? You know what's amazing to me? And this is of the real estate education community as a whole. What's amazing to me is how many people in real estate are operating under false assumptions. Here's one I hear quite frequently. Jason, I want to retire and I want to travel and play with kids and have more time with family and all that other stuff. I'm like, great. But in order for me to do that, I need to buy rental properties. Okay. However, I don't have the seed capital. One of the things that's fascinating, let me back up 1 second from this example. One of the fascinating things is the language people use. I can tell what education seminar they've bought into based off the language they use. Until about a year ago, if someone started telling me, yeah, I bought 4 or 5 houses and then I couldn't buy any more because I ran out of money, and I would immediately say, oh yeah, you're a member of this group. And they go, how'd you know? And I'd say, because I talk to you guys all the time and all your students have the same problem. Now I could tell, you don't even have to tell me what seminar you went to. We could talk about any topic related to real estate, and I could tell what real estate club you've signed up with just based off the vocabulary you use. We've worked with enough people now, I can tell just by the vocabulary. So in case this person says, well, I want to retire, so I got to get some rental properties. Great, but I need seed capital. Okay, so in order to do that, I need to do wholesale deals, and then I'm going to do flips. And my first question is, who told you need seed capital? And of course, I already know the answer. But I like to ask I ask a lot of questions because I want to get at their assumptions. Here's the problem. Here's actually the problem with websites, Google, the internet as a whole. There is no analysis out there. There is no two-way analysis. There's no real consulting. Oh, Jay, I hear this all the time. There's a great blog post we did on this called The People You Avoid When Networking. If you go to rightpathrealestate.com, click on the blog. I think it's 6 people to avoid when networking. One of my favorite blog posts because it created a whole bunch of drama. I love it. I love upsetting this industry. We are disruptors at our core. I love disrupting the industry. So 6 people to avoid when networking. And one of the people you want to avoid when networking is the self-taught guy. This is the guy that's like, I don't pay for real estate education. I read, blogs, and I listen to podcasts, and I know everything because I can read. And what they don't realize is it sounds so incredibly ignorant. It's like my kids bragging about dropping out in elementary school, but they're 50 years old. I mean, it's ridiculous. Would you go to a doctor? Say you had something real wrong. You went to a surgeon. A surgeon says, you look up on the wall and go, hey, Dr. Joe, I don't see any diplomas up here. Oh, yeah, I'm totally self-taught. There's some great websites out there, great videos on YouTube. We're doing an appendectomy on you in 2 weeks. I'm totally studying up for it. And I'll tell you what, man, great YouTube videos. Like, we're going to have the YouTube video running, like, right next to your stomach, your abdomen there. We're going to start working on you. And I went on to Amazon. My assistant, we got an Amazon Prime account here at the office. So we went ahead and ordered our surgery kit. And, actually, let me even make it even worse. They don't have an assistant. They have a virtual assistant. They pay $3 an hour out of the Philippines, right? Because that's how a lot of real estate investors tell you to do this business. So I got this VA that's ordering my medical supplies, and then I put an ad on Craigslist for a surgical tech. So, it's just some random guy's going to come out and help me with your surgery. And I got this new iPad app, YouTube app, and I'm going to fire the app up here right next to your abdomen, and we're going to do an appendectomy on you. I'm totally self-taught. Everything's on the internet these days, guys. I mean, why go to medical school? Why go to medical school? Why go through your residency? Why work with like the top physicians and surgeons around the country? I mean, just forget all that. That's for a bunch of losers. I'm going to go to YouTube and learn how to do surgery. Now, doing surgery and buying a single-family house, let's not kid ourselves. They're not on the same level of difficulty and skill set. However, you do need to take the same level of study for each. If I'm going in and getting a surgery done, who am I going to work with? I'm going to find the surgeon that all he does all day long is that thing. I want to talk to the guy or gal that if I've got to have an ACL, I'm going to that guy or gal that all they do is ACLs all day. That's it. Because I've got a goal. Got to get my ACL fixed. Who am I going to go see? ACL guy. Probably in my group of friends, I could send out one text message, say, all right, guys, you or a buddy or one of your older kids probably has torn an ACL. Who do I go see? Oh, yeah, go see Dr. Bob down there at Scurlock Towers, the medical center. Great guy. It's all he does all day. ACL, works on half the professional athletes in Houston. That's your guy. And that guy's not going to be self-taught. The guy's not going to be looking at YouTube videos trying to figure out real estate.
2 minutes.
But one of the worst guys to run into is the guy who's trying to figure it out. Like, I'll watch these videos and I'll get it figured out. And here's the problem with that. There's no assessment. When you sit down with a real consultant, a real educator, first question they ask is, hey, what are you trying to do here? You think when you go to medical school, somebody doesn't sit down with them at some point and say, hey, man, what are you trying to do? I really like working on knees. Great. Let's get you lined with the best ACL guys in the country. Let's see if you then, of course, let's make sure you qualify. That's actually the first step. Let's make sure you can make it through our program. Let's get you in touch with the best guys in the country.
1 minute.
To get you to that goal. So many people buy into a map that doesn't work. It just doesn't work. They may claim it does, but I work with so many students from so many different organizations, and the map doesn't work. If you're trying to invest in real estate and it's not working, it's one of two things. Either you're not working or the map isn't working. And what's really heartbreaking is when you're working and that map doesn't work. I'll tell you, I signed up for all those programs too. I'll be the first one to tell you I've spent a lot of money on real estate education. So I was in the same boat a lot of you guys are. We get back from the break, we're going to talk about number one reason for failure in real estate. This is Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mic's off.
Was that right or was that too early? I felt like I went too long. Okay.
You're good.
Time is money in a real estate.
Oh, I see Daniel's in here. Hey, Daniel, what's the room look like? It looked kind of crazy from the text messages I got.
Quick turnaround on quotes or binders. The agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. We're here for you. Are you a rehabber, wholesaler,
Morning, Michael.
buy and hold or flipper?
Hey, Donna, go to, you're talking about like the Wednesday night meeting. We're going to do that again. So if you guys want us to sit around the table and get you all your businesses fixed, send an email to support@RightPath Real Estate, and we'll put you in the queue. I don't know when we're going to do it again, but we definitely will. So go ahead and shoot an email to support@RightPath Real Estate. And what we need to know is your name, if you've done any deals, and how much you've spent on real estate education.
Do you have cracks in your brick?
Yeah, Eric, that's funny. Are you a speaker, entrepreneur, or an investor? I don't know if those guys are even speaker entrepreneurs.
It's probably not a question of if you have movement.
Really, they're just,
Call Foundation
they're
Check
kind of
for
slaves to the
truly independent,
stage.
Unbiased foundation.
Now I look at Tony
evaluation.
Robbins and I'm like, man, I don't know. I like speaking in public, but I don't know if I'd want to be that guy.
Over 1,400 evaluations. We're not in the business of repairing foundations.
I mean, you could tell he
or
likes it,
selling
but
you
holy cow.
unnecessary peer work.
That dude's a
So we are
slave
in
to the
business of
stage.
evaluating your foundation. Our product is designed for house flippers, landlords, or even owner-occupied properties. Each of our files is reviewed by a licensed engineer. Remember to check before ever repair. Call 346-702-3825. That's 346-702-3825. Or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com. That's foundationcheck.com.
Investor loans offering up to 100% financing are still available. You just have to know where to look. Look no further than Noble Mortgage. Noble Mortgage is a full-service mortgage company that's been helping investors since 2003. Noble Mortgage offers up to 100% financing to investors that covers purchase, repairs, and closing costs. In addition to private money, Noble Mortgage offers conventional loans, FHA, and even no-income documentation loans for both residential and commercial properties. Call and ask about our 5-point guarantee, which includes free pre-qualifications within 2 business days. Call 713-680-8100 or visit noblemoney.com. That's noblemoney.com. Our team has over 50 years experience in the mortgage industry. Call us today, 713-680-8100, or visit us on the web, noblemoney.com, noblemoney.com.
NMLS 292143, 8203 Willow Place Drive, Houston, Texas, 77070.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties. Whether it's a flip rehab or a rental rehab, we manage every aspect of a rehab from start to finish with a highly efficient, standardized process.
Over the last 6 years, Fast Track has completed over 700 projects, which has helped us to create our 3 keys to success. Use a detailed scope of work so that everything gets done, train and maintain quality crews so it gets done right, and complete the work in a proper order so it gets done fast.
No more managing it yourself, no more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992. Again, that's 832-742-9992, or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
This is Business 1110.
Call Jason at 713-785-1817 and look for us on Facebook
All right, Jay,
Live
hot mics in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. Today's show's about failure. We're talking about the number one reason for failure in real estate. What is that number one reason? And I'll tell you, there's really 2 things that result in that number one reason of failure. One is not starting. I run into a ton of people who've been in real estate, and I put this in quote, for years, that have never really started. Oh, they make a couple of offers from time to time. They pay for a lot of education, a lot of consulting. They go to a lot of seminars, but they haven't bought any houses. There's that group. Then there's the group that's got the wrong map. What is it they're trying to accomplish? And they've been given this map to build a business. But they're not sure if the map really works. They're like, yeah, I bought this map because it's going to show me how to be a millionaire, I guess, but I don't. Like, I'm trying to do some flips and some wholesale deals, and I'm signed up for some wholesalers' email lists, and I made some offers to real estate agents, and it's just, something's not working. Both of those failure points are really the result of one issue. Just one thing. And if you don't have this one thing figured out, you're not going to be successful in real estate. We had 8 people around the room Wednesday night, and we were discussing reasons for failure. What is the thing that is keeping you from building your business? In fact, if you want to be a part of this roundtable discussion in the future, you must have spent at least $20,000 on somebody else's real estate education and are not in a place you want to be. If you want to be a part of that conversation, I'm not sure when we're going to do it next, but if you want to be considered for it, send an email to support at Right Path Real Estate. Let us know how much you've spent on real estate education and if you've bought any houses or all that, kind of what's been your success, if any, and then let us know what's been your big failure point. Here's the deal. If you do not have this one thing sorted out, and I'll tell you Wednesday night, I told this to two people there. I said, if you do not have this figured out in the next 24 hours, go get a job. Or get a second job. Or do something else. Because you're not ready for real estate. You need to do something else. If you don't have this one thing sorted out, you're wasting your time. And I'll tell you, I told this story. I tell it as often as I can. I'll tell it today at the weekend retreat. I'm going to tell it right now on the radio show. I try and tell it every day because it's an absolutely heartbreaking story. Let's say you go to the Redneck Country Club one night. You're there with a bunch of real estate investors. 1,000 investors there. Here in Houston. That's our biggest networking event. Go around the room. Hey, what do you do? I'm a real estate investor. Great. How long have you been doing it? 20 years. Amazing. I've only been in this business 4.5 years. I can't imagine what this looks like 20 years from now. I mean, our portfolio, we may have buildings with our name on them downtown. I mean, that's how, in 20 years, I mean, that's how big this thing can get. So I'll ask them, if you don't mind sharing, I mean, what's in your portfolio? Oh, I got a couple of rental properties. I got a couple of notes. I do some wholesale deals. I got a couple flips. And you go, oh, so like this year? No, I told you I've been in the business 20 years. Oh, okay. It's kind of like running into the real estate agent that's been in the business for 20, 30 years. And they sell like 5 or 6 houses a year. And you look at them and go, well, that's it? That's all you got? Yeah, but I'm trying to grow, and the heartbreaking thing is they've wasted 20 years. They've absolutely wasted 20 years. They don't realize it yet, or maybe they do and they're just not honest with themselves, but regret is going to overtake them like a 10-ton hammer. A lot of people are not focused. The number one point of failure in this industry is not knowing what you want. If you don't know what you want, how do you build a plan to get it? I hear this one all the time. Hey, Jason, I'm getting into real estate because I want to retire so I can spend time with my family, and I want to give this legacy to my family. And I'm like, okay, well, how long have you been doing this? 5 years. How many rental properties do you have? 3? Uh-huh. So you're going to take another 10 years so you can get 6, so you have 9? Is that going to be a legacy? Is that going to be a big enough legacy for you to leave? Oh, no. No, it's not. So how serious are you about leaving a legacy to your family? And I'll say this right to their face. How serious are you about leaving a legacy to your family? Because from what I hear, you're not very serious. And boy, does it anger people. It really makes them angry. And they may not come to our events for 2 or 3 months or 6. But guess what? They're like, you know what? He's right. The idea of a coach, of a consultant, of a mentor is not to be your friend. I'm not here to be your friend. Now, we can be friends. That's great. Most of the folks that are in our program are friends of mine. But we don't have to be friends. My job is not to be your friend. My job is to ask the hard questions. What is it that you want? Great. Now let's build a plan to get there. And then our collective group's job in base camp is to keep you accountable. And you know what? Being accountable oftentimes means having very uncomfortable conversations. Hey, you said you wanted to buy 1 house a year. Great. Or 1 house a month. How much marketing have you done this month? How many offers have you made? How many houses have you looked at? How many wholesalers have you talked to? How many real estate agents have you talked to? Did you call our banker to get signed up with our lending program so you can have money to do those deals? Accountability is missing in a lot of these real estate education programs. However, I signed up for all this real estate education. I spent over $100,000 in real estate education. And I'll tell you right now, not a single one of these people ever asked me what I was trying to accomplish. Not a single one. At the weekend retreat, we're interviewing people. It's actually an application process. We're interviewing people for our Basecamp and Pathfinder program. And the first question we ask them, hey, what are you trying to accomplish? Do you think that's an important question? I think it's important. Why is that question important? What are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to do here? Here's number one reason I want to know what it is you're trying to accomplish. I might not be able to help you. In that case, I'll tell you, what are you doing here? What are you doing here at a weekend retreat? In fact, real estate, your goals, real estate's not going to align with your goals.
2 minutes.
Somebody comes in and says, Jason, I want to build tech startups. What are you doing here? Oh, I just heard you guys put on a good show. Well, I mean, you can stay for the show, but I can't help you build a technology startup. I can help you buy single-family houses. That's what we do. Hey, Jason, I want to learn how to build Class A hotels. Yeah, I can't. That's not us. What are you doing here, man? I'm not taking your money. You're not going to be successful in this program. First question I always ask is, what is it that you're trying to do? And if you can't give that to me in 3 sentences, you don't understand what you're trying to do. What is it you're trying to do? 3 sentences. In fact, if you're really focused, it's a fragmented sentence. I mean, this isn't that hard, guys. It's really not. What are you trying to do? Trying to be a surgeon. Want to work on some ACLs. Great. Let's get you in that program. Hey, I'm trying to buy 20 rental properties. My wife would like to retire a little bit early. And in order to supplement her income so we can start a bed and breakfast in Fredericksburg, we got to get 20 rental properties in the next 3 years. Perfect. All right, we can help you with that. If you don't have a clearly defined destination, then you're not going to get there. And that's what real estate is. It's a vehicle. We get back from the break. I'm going to talk more about the reasons for failure and the destination that you should have in mind. It's Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mike's off.
Okie dokie.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes or binders? The agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. We're here for you. Are you a rehabber, wholesaler, buy and hold, or flipper? Bundling your properties on a single policy will help save time and money. Benchmark has been in business for over 10 years, and we insure over 30,000 properties. Contact Benchmark about our exclusive investor.
Oh, I read Eric's comment wrong.
Let us show you.
Went back and looked at it.
At 281-569-43.
I'm not a speaker. We're real estate investors.
569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com. That's benchmarkbroker.com. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Real estate investors, if you're not familiar with Quest IRA, let me tell you what you're missing. We've got free weekly educational classes, networking opportunities, and the ability to tap into trillions of dollars for your real estate investing deals. Come by our office or join us remotely as we simulcast all of our educational classes every Tuesday morning and evening. For more information, call us at 1-855 fun IRAs, or visit our website at questira.com.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree. Single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906.
Oh,
or visit our website, jbfundservices.com.
Getting a
That's
million emails.
281-915-0906.
I don't know about you guys, but I got my laptop right here. In case anybody's wondering who's new to the show, laptop sits right here. And we're getting tons of calls. We are getting a ton of calls. I need to look at our marketing budget. We may be sitting at 50% cost per buy. Really is amazing.
But a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give NextGen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Have you ever experienced the pain of trying to get
I don't know about you guys. I'm getting this itch to buy more rental properties. It's like a.
You can understand the frustration.
It's like a.
How much would it help you if you no longer had to wait for a real
it's like
estate
a.
agent to get you the info you need
Something
to
that's
close
nagging
your
on me. I
deal?
want to buy more
Propelio
rentals.
is a brokerage website that gives
More
you
rentals.
24/7
More
access
rentals.
to high equity lead lists and
I don't really get excited. You know, it's so funny. I don't really get excited about flipping houses or wholesaling anymore. I love rentals. I always have. There's just something fun about rental properties.
Are you expecting to close accurately, on time, and with lots of communication on your home?
You buy a house, it's a train wreck. Get it all fixed up. You get all these families that come through the house, look at the rental property. Most of the people that rent our properties in the past have been people that are within about 5 years of buying their first house. So it's a lot of fun to get them in there and, you know, talk to them every now and then, like, we're saving up, we're about to go buy a house. I'm like, that's so cool. Let us know, you know, or they're building a new house, and hey, just give me a call. I mean, is it okay if we terminate the lease early because we're moving into our new house? I'm like, yeah, it's totally cool. Just, I get it, you know, new families, all that. It's so much fun. It really is.
Or call 713-579.
I remember what all that stuff was like.
Again,
that's a lot of fun. I think that's why I like rentals so much.
We can't
I want
wait
more of them.
to consult with you soon. NMLS 514497.
Like little, like these little single-family house, little rental properties, a little business.
1110.
A little baby.
Call Jason at 713-785-1817.
Hey, I wonder where my collar stays are.
Live at Facebook.com/.
You ready, Jay?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Hot mics in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. Only problem with seeing yourself on camera is you realize, I forgot my collar stays for my shirt today. So, in any case, welcome back. We're talking about the number one reason for failure. Here's the deal, folks. You got to know where you're going. Where are we going? Jason, I want to go on vacation. Great. Where do you want to go? I don't know. Well, I don't know. I mean, you can go anywhere. People go on vacation to some really rough areas of the world. I wouldn't go on. I mean, if you're planning a vacation, you end up on one of these trips to Africa to dig wells. I mean, that probably wasn't what you had in mind. So what is it that you want to do? Where are we trying to get to? You got to understand, real estate's a vehicle. And if you get into your truck in the morning, get in your car in the morning, and you fire it up, then you go, you're sitting there, and you're like, okay, where are we going now? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Depending on whether you put the truck in park or in drive will determine how good your day is. I should say park, drive, or reverse. If you put your truck into reverse and floor it, you're going to end up in the living room. And that is not a winning strategy. So first you got to put the truck in drive, which means what? We're going forward. Where are we going forward to? I don't know. So you pull out in the street. Now where are we going? I don't know. I just want to do real estate. I just want to make some money. What kind of truck should you have? Are we pulling a big load? Should we get like a little... Maybe we don't need a truck. Maybe we need like a little Honda Civic instead. My wife proclaimed yesterday... We have a couple cars at the house now. And one of our neighbors was selling one of these Honda Elements. It's a big box. And we love Hondas. Love Hondas at the house. And so we bought this Honda Element from him. He's original owner. It had 175,000 miles on it. You can hose these things out. They are perfect. Actually, you know what she loves it for is grocery shopping, which is kind of funny because we really don't even grocery shop anymore. We just have we do the Instacart thing, or you pull up at H-E-B and they just put it all in your vehicle. It's fantastic. Anyways, so Sarah told me she just took it in for an oil change and the annual inspection. And Sarah told me she's put a whopping 2,000 miles on the Element in the last 12 months. She didn't really drive a whole lot. Works from home, rides her bike with the kids to school, and goes to the gym 3 days a week. And the gym might be 5 miles from the house, maybe 3 miles. 2,000 miles a month. That's it. The kind of vehicle Sarah needs to accomplish the things that she's doing during the day is a lot different than mine. I have a truck because I have to do Boy Scout stuff, camping and all that. It's also full of, as of like a couple weeks ago, it had 2 Honda generators in it, 20 gallons of fuel. Right now I actually have 2 25-gallon, 25-pound propane tanks sitting in the back of it right now because I got to fill up new propane. We're converting the generators to tri-fuel. So my needs are very different than hers. Real estate's the same way. What are you trying to accomplish? Are you going to need a brand new Ford F-250? I'm getting a little jelly. One of my friends, a friend of mine just got one. I'm like, I just got a truck, but I could totally go with a 250 diesel. I don't know how I'd get it in this parking garage, but at our office, but they're pretty sweet. Anyways, do you need a Ford F-250 one-ton pickup truck? Or do you need a, 12-year-old Honda Element to drive you around town? What is it that you need? More importantly, it's not the car. It's not the transportation. Hey, Jason, I want to go on vacation. Great. Where we want to go on vacation? I really like Denver. Hey, I like Denver too. How are we going there? Are we going to drive? We going to jump in the truck, drive up there? And if so, where are we stopping for gas? I'll tell you, we're going to stop at Buc-ee's. We're big fans of Buc-ee's down here. I know you guys, a lot of you guys are outside of the city of Houston. Just type in Buc-ee's in Houston. You'll realize how cool this place is. So we're going to stop at Buc-ee's. Or are we going to fly? Well, I got a bazillion Southwest airline points, and I got a bazillion on Amex too. Are we going to fly Southwest? Are we going to fly Continental United First Class? Are we going to fly private? Are we going to charter something? How are we getting to Denver? We've picked Denver as our destination, which is today's show is dedicated to those folks who don't know where they want to go. Number one reason for failure. At least we've picked out a spot now. We're going to Denver. Hey, when are we going to Denver? We going now? I'll tell you what, yesterday I was over at the hotel helping Veronica set some stuff up, and then we were practicing a couple of our presentations. And I walked from the front door of the hotel to my truck, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Is it 100 degrees out here? Because it sure feels like it. It's September 28th, and it feels like it's 100 degrees and 100% humidity. Denver would be a real nice place to be this time of year. Seattle's another one of my favorite spots to go hang out in when it gets too hot. So what time of year are we going to go? How are we going to get there? When are we going to go? How long are we going to stay? All important questions. Most people spend more time planning their vacation than they do their life. Most people spend more time planning their vacation than they do their life. If you would spend this weekend an hour or two, and I wouldn't do it all at once, spend an hour or two over a couple of days, because this is kind of a big thinking thing. I can't sit down and knock this all out in an hour or two. I usually have to kind of do it a couple of times. Kind of come back to it, if you will. Work on it and then kind of come back to it. Spend an hour or two this weekend trying to just figure out what you want. Even if it sounds crazy. Figure out what you really want. Because once you figured out what you really want, It's real easy to accomplish that. And here's why. It's easy to motivate yourself for something that you want versus motivate yourself for something you don't want. I highly recommend spend a few hours this weekend jotting down, what is it that I want? I want to do this much time. I want to do this activity. I want to travel. I want to do this. I want to open a restaurant. I want to, whatever it is. Sit down and figure out what that is. And then say, all right, can real estate get me there? Now, truth be told, this is where you're going to need a little help. You can sign up for one of our weekend retreats. Next one is October. It's going to be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I want to say it's 20, 21st, 22nd. So you got to take Friday off. Go to rightpathrealestate.com. You can sign up there. I believe it's 50%, if not 3/4 full already. So you want to go ahead and sign up now. But go to the weekend retreat, and we'll help you through that. We've also got a free event coming up on the 5th. Tom is putting on a whole seminar on how to talk to sellers after Harvey. It's going to be a fantastic event. We're working with a lot of flooded houses and a lot of homeowners. Some with insurance, some don't. Some are getting FEMA checks. Some are, all kinds of stuff. Some have private insurance versus public under NFIP. We're going to talk about all that stuff and how it relates to buying houses and working with homeowners in Houston. That's October the 5th. And then October 10th, we've got a webinar. We're going to talk about the same thing on that webinar. How to talk to sellers after Harvey. So you out-of-town folks, this is a good one for y'all to go to. It's 10/10. So go to rightpathrealestate.com, click on the events tab, and then down at the bottom it says calendar. You click on that calendar, it's got all of our calendar of events. So those are our free events coming up in the next 2 weeks. Weekend retreat, again, 20th, 21st, 22nd. Go to that and we'll help you out. I'll tell you the best deal going right now in real estate. Our weekend retreat, if you sign up for the VIP, it's like $1,000 for the VIP. $14.97. We just raised the prices. $14.97 for VIP. And there's only somewhere between 12 and 20 people in there. And you get one-on-one time with Tom and I during the weekend retreat. So you can literally sit down and say, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And we go, do this, this, or that, or don't do this, that sort of thing.
2 minutes.
Or we'll advise you. A lot of times I'll just say, hey, I don't know. Here's option A, B, C. Here's option A through F. What are you trying to do? So spend some time this weekend sitting down and saying, what is it that I'm trying to accomplish? And here's why this is so important. If you don't know what you want to accomplish, you'll fail at everything. That's the dirty little secret. If you don't know what you want to accomplish, you will fail at everything. There's a lot of Olympians that are training right now, getting ready for the next Olympics. They're hitting certain benchmarks. Say, hey, I want to be in the Summer Olympics, however long that was, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is. And then they back into their goal. I have to be this fast, or I have to do this much weight, or I have to do whatever it is. They back all that big goal 4 or 5 years from now. They back it all the way down to, what am I doing Monday through Friday? What am I doing Saturday and Sunday?
1 minute.
You have to do the exact same thing in real estate to accomplish your goals. What is it that I'm doing every single day that's going to get me to where I want to go? There is a reason that in 4.5 years, we are one of the largest home buyers in one of the largest markets across the country. Because we learned early on there's a handful of things we got to do every day to get us there. And if you're not doing those handful of things, you're just not going to get there. You get on that flight to Denver and you end up at San Antonio and they kick you off the plane because that's where the plane was destined to go. Guess what? You're not making it to Denver. We get back from the break. I want to finish up today with the number one reason for failure. It's Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mic's off.
Rehab loans, conventional loans, FHA, and no-income documentation loans can seem scary unless you have the right mortgage company to guide you through the process. Since 2003, Noble Mortgage has been helping investors just like you. Whether rehabbing houses, buying your first home, rental, or commercial property, Noble Mortgage offers up to 100% financing. Call Noble Mortgage
Sarah, that was 2,000 miles in 6 months?
8100 or visit noblemoney.com. That's noblemoney.com.
Maybe we'll just get you a lease. We need to get you all...
Having a foundation company and their product
get you 12 people in Trinot, then get you a Jeep.
You simply don't
or if we
know
just get
what
you a
you're
lease
gonna get.
instead.
The foundation repair industry as a whole doesn't carry a license, nor is it regulated. However, Foundation Check utilizes professional engineers.
Shane, tell us about your current deals. What deals do you want to talk about?
Remember to check.
We're doing. Last time I looked, I think we bought 11 this month, and the boys probably bought 2 or 3 more in the last couple of days.
At foundationcheck.com.
Did you know that there are over
2,000
$24
miles in 6
trillion
months.
in retirement accounts in the U.S.? Imagine if you could use someone's IRA to fund all of your deals. Well, you can. Quest IRA is
I'll tell you what,
based
speaking of
locally here in
vehicles,
Houston, Texas.
Ford needs to
At
make
Quest
an
IRA,
F-150
we
with a
offer
diesel in
retirement
it.
accounts that can be used
I think
to
of
invest
course, they
in
already
real
sell a
estate,
million
promissory
F-150s.
notes,
Or even,
private
I'd love a
entities,
diesel in my
and much
Tacoma.
more.
That would be
Many of our
awesome.
clients
Probably get
loan
30
money
miles to
from
the
their
gallon.
IRAs to fund real estate deals all over the
Be
country.
sweet.
We don't sell any
Just like the rest of the
investments
world.
or
They got a
give
bunch of
advice.
diesels.
However, we do hold free networking events, weekly educational classes.
I'd buy
and
a
free
Land Cruiser if I get one with a
consultations
diesel.
an IRA specialist. For more information, visit our website at questira.com or call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs. To tap into the $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S., call Quest IRA at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or go to our website, questira.com.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Are you a realtor or seller that is concerned about the new TRID rules and closing on time? I'm Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer at Legacy Mutual Mortgage, and we have mastered the 30-day close. We close on time, accurately, and with tons of communication. You'll have a dedicated team of a coordinator and a contract-to-close associate. Give me a call today at 713-579-3611, and let's talk about how we can help you on your next transaction. NMLS 514497.
Have you ever experienced the pain of trying to get MLS comps for your hot lead? If you've lost deals waiting for MLS comps, you can understand the frustration. How much would it help you if you no longer had to wait for a real estate agent to get you the info you need to close a deal? Propelio is a brokerage website that gives you instant 24/7 access to high-equity lead lists and comps with access to a network of the top real estate agents. Get an edge on everyone else. Get a free 7-day trial today by going to getmlscomps.com now. That's getmlscomps.com.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for the results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree, single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
This is Business 1110.
Call Jason at 713-785-1817 and look for us on Facebook Live at facebook.com/RightPathRealEstate.
Welcome back. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. Just want to wrap up today. I really want you guys to spend some time this weekend figuring out what is it that you want to do. What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to accomplish in life? Just write them all down. I actually have a sitting in my bag. I've got my goals. I'm already working on goals for 2018, and I'm building that list of, hey, these are the things I want to do. Now, some of those things I might not be able to get accomplished in 2018, but I want to start checking them off. I'll give you a great example. I want to take a jet ski from Fort Lauderdale or Miami to the Bahamas. It's only 55 miles. So I'd like to do that at some point. So stuff like that, start writing it down. And then write down bigger goals. Okay, so I want to retire at this age. What do I need to do to retire? Or maybe you don't want to retire and you want to build a really great portfolio that you pass on. I'm not one of these folks that's going to sit up here and say, oh, you need to quit your job and be a full-time real estate investor. I think that's ridiculous. If you love what you do, we got a lot of people in our group that love the job that they do. They just want to build a nest egg of real estate to hand down to their family, or when they eventually retire, or they want to do their job part-time. There's a lot of people that, hey, I love being an engineer. I just don't like doing it full-time. I'd like to do it kind of part-time on a contract deal. But I'd also like some real estate. Write those goals down. We're not going to be one of these companies that tells you ought to quit your job and be an entrepreneur because entrepreneurs are king of the world. I think it's ridiculous. I think do what you like. And if you don't like it, then don't do it. But you've got to set yourself up financially so you're able to make those decisions, right? That's what real freedom is. Really getting to do whatever you want. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. That's great. That's freedom. So spend some time this weekend, couple of hours, writing down what is it that you want. And then come back here to the radio show Monday, and we will talk about that. We're going to have a great weekend retreat. I am so excited. There are a ton of people waiting for me there at the hotel. We're going to chat about how to build a real estate business, how to invest in real estate. If you guys want to come see Tom or I live, next event, How to Talk to Sellers After Harvey, October 5th. That's a Thursday. Then we're doing a webinar on how to talk to sellers after Harvey on the 10th. Go to rightpathrealestate.com, rightpathrealestate.com. We also have our Facebook page. Again, that's Right Path Real Estate as well. It's facebook.com/rightpathrealestate. If you'd like to get an invite for this small meeting we're going to have here in the next month or so, you must have spent at least $20,000 on real estate education with somebody else. And send that email to support@rightpathrealestate. We're going to go through the top 2 or 3 things that are keeping you from taking your business to the next level. It's a fantastic event. Send an email to Veronica, support@rightpathrealestate. And I'll see you guys Monday. This is Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Have a good day.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Right Path Real Estate.